The excitement for this deck is unreal. I am so excited for this. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mand. So, it is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, I got the cat's new toys, and there's a bell in one of them, and they're obsessed with it. They're like little fuzzy fishies or something. I don't know. They're adorable, and they love them. Can you hear it? So, apologies. Those that have cats, you get it, right? You understand. Like, it's just a minute you click record, cats, animals, the whole lot, they all just start taking off. It's like they know. But today, I'm so excited, you guys. Seasons of the Witch Winter Tarot. I finally bit the bullet and I just went and got it. Okay, I don't know why it took me so long to click buy on it. It's not that I didn't want it. Of course I did. But do you know the way sometimes you're like, will I, won't I, will I? And I love the Oracle. Okay, and I think I was letting other people's opinions kind of influence a little bit how I was feeling. And I'm like, no, I'm going to create my own opinion on this, right? So this is super exciting. So go get comfy cozy and let's dive into this. Okay, so I did only cut the sides, so you guys know that like this has been sitting on my desk for a few days now. A few days? Yeah, a few days. I was gonna say, I don't have it that long either at the same time. So, I haven't completely looked through it, but I feel like we should be safe enough that I don't have to use any washi tape. All going well. So this is pretty much my first impressions of this as well. So this is Seasons of the Witch Winter Tarot, a journey through Yule and Imbolc. It's by Lauren Anderson, illustrated by, I won't butcher your name because it's very pretty and I'm just not going to do that. Look at this. Is this like maybe the triple goddess type feel? I don't know. I love, again, I really don't want to butcher your name, so I'm just not going to, but the art is just gorgeous. So this is very much like the Imbolc deck. The blue, the icy blue, which I really like. So at the back it says, discover the wintry wisdom of Yule, Imbolc, and the season of rest and reflection in the first of a new tarot series. Okay, so by the sounds of it, this is going to be like a 4-part instead of our, how many decks are there? You think I would know? 2, 4, 6, 8 seasons, duh. Oh my gosh, you guys, I do appreciate you bearing with me. So this is going to cover like spring, summer, autumn, winter, which I love that. This is amazing. So discover the wintry wisdom of Yule, Imbolc, and the season of rest and reflection, the first of a new tarot series. The best-selling Seasons of the Witch Oracles continue their odyssey, this time unveiling a beautiful brand new set featuring the 4 seasons, so spring, summer, fall, and winter. We begin our adventure with the Winter Tarot, where familiar elements of the tried and true Rider-Waite-Smith system are reimagined in an evocative story of festive maidens, snowy creatures, and frosty potions, brews, and magical tools. The 78 cards unearth wintry themes of rest, reflection, and of course the Sabbats. Explore how the harmonic relationship between Yule, Imbolc, and the Earth's various seasons seamlessly blends to unlock deep, divinatory wisdom, all while embracing a new way for the tarot to shift its energy throughout the year. Oh, does that not just sound juicy to you? Like, a lot of my decks seem to be very bright and vibrant, very spring, maybe autumn, but I've very few, and I've noticed I've very few decks that kind of hit the winter season. So when we say now kind of comes up, so November, December, January, I kind of struggle a little bit with the decks that I can use because I feel like I don't have many wintry decks. So I'm glad to see a deck that kind of hits that. Ooh. Did I say this was a Rockpool publishing? I'm sorry if I didn't. So this is published by Rockpool. Beautiful. And this is kind of reminding me of the... Oh my gosh, it's the other one that I have by them. I can think of like the Finnica part. Mythological Finnica? Is that what it's called? So we have a good chunky guidebook. Hello, don't mind the Funkos. We're not here for them today. Boop. No boop today. Okay, fine. And then we have like the little sheet that comes with the rock pool. So there's our guidebook. Oh. I mean, okay, on the grand scheme, are the details the most important? No, but it definitely adds to the experience, right? There's something very luxurious about it. So we have a beautiful icy blue ribbon. I have gorgeous designs around here. Look at the leaves, branches. So icy, so wintry. I mean, even... Oh, look, it's a winter wonderland scene. Oh my gosh. Like, I feel like if you like this kind of style of decks, right, you're going to love opening the box every time. You're going to love using the box, because I know a lot of us probably put it into a separate box, you know, a deck into our own sacred box or a bag or something else. So I feel like they've made the box very luxurious so that it's an experience every time you open it. Okay, so we're not going to look at this just yet. I promise we will. But we're going to have a look at the guidebook first. So I do apologize. It is glossy. There's nothing I can do about that but my light. Like, honestly. It's a very bright light. But it's very stormy outside. So I can't seem to win currently at the moment with the way the lighting is here. So we're going to adapt and adjust and keep it real. So I'm assuming this is going to be like a full color page guidebook. Again, like that. I'm experiencing this for the first time with you. So we have our contents, we have the foreword, introduction, spirit of winter, seasons as archetypes, how to use the cards, card spreads, winter tarot cards, major, minor, wands, cups, swords, pentacles, acknowledgements about the author and about the illustrator, which all sounds very lovely. So we have a beautiful picture here. I love that. Oh, look, you can see kind of like a god here, kind of like blowing the wind. I love that. Okay, so we have our little introduction by Julia Diaz, or foreword by her, introduction, clumsy hands. Again, this is like a whole experience. It's very immersive. Okay, so we have the spirit of winter, which I feel, if memory serves me right, the oracles have the same, so it kind of captures like little keywords what winter symbolizes. Seasons as archetypes. I love the artwork in this. I mean, this is beautiful, even coffee table book. Cleansing your deck. Then you have dedicating your deck, get to know your deck spread. Love that. That's cool. Using the cards beyond winter. So you can totally do this, right? You're not stuck with just one season of having to use this. You can use decks beyond any season. It's not stuck to that season. But for those of us that may like seasonal decks, these are ideal. Reversals, combining tarot and oracle, card spreads. So we have a 6 card spread. And there's also like a yearly shift, the winter hibernate. There's a good few spreads there. And then we get into the cards. So we have our major. And then we start with the winter fool. Now, I know a lot of people had a gripe about the fact that this is the winter, whatever may be the case. So we have the winter fool and then the winter witch. But we'll get into this ourselves and we'll create our own opinions. So we have like our description and then the divinatory meaning and so on and so forth. And I know a lot of you, again, it's going to be the same for the minors as well. So again, it's all full color. Love that. How many pages do we have? 195. So here's our author, here's our illustrator. Lovely. And then these are the series. Okay, you guys know I love this series. So let's get into the cards. All right, okay, so these are going to be on the glassier side. So I'm going to have to try and keep this, that they don't keep catching the shine off the light. I love this. You guys know I'm going to keep this little band and I'm going to journal. Definitely, 100%. It's a crafter's dream. So, look at that edging. Oh my gosh. It's a much icier blue than what my camera is catching. Okay, so it's coming up very nearly royal blue. It's not. It's very icy blue. I'm hoping if I move it, no, it's not gonna. So it's, I don't want to say it's a silvery blue because it's not that either, but it's definitely that beautiful icy blue. This is gorgeous. Rockpool killing it with the edges here. Absolutely killing it. So this cardstock, beautiful. And also, I know some of you have maybe gripes with the gilding and stuff. That's totally understandable. By the looks of it, they're not stuck together overly. Hold on. Not bad. So I don't feel like, hold on. So that might be a nice way to kind of just break them apart without totally cracking cards and things. And I know there's been cases where cards have torn. Nightmare. So these are reversible. Beautiful for those of us that may like to read reversals. The cardstock is nice. That is nice. That's quite a, I don't want to say too thick because it's not a very thick cardstock, but it's not. Okay, so mine is bowing. Again, I blame the weather here in Ireland for that. Also, I'm bending the card, you guys. But it's very flexy card. It's nice. But they're glossy. They're definitely on the glossy side. So, do with that information as you wish. Okay, so we're going to do this as good as we can. Okay, so we have the Winter Fool. I'm not going to read out every title. So it is numbered and titled. And there is a border around it. But it works. Do you know that kind of way it works? Sometimes there's borders and you're like, oh, that just gripes me. Do you know, grates, gets under my nerves. Gets under my nerves? Under my skin. Gets on my nerves. I've just combined two sayings into one. I really, so far, like this. It's very detailed. Oh, this is the High Priestess. You guys know how much I love the High Priestess card. So, of course. Okay, so a little stuck together. Not bad and not impossible to separate. I really enjoy this artwork style. So far, I have to say that we said the Winter Emperor, the Winter Empress, the Winter whatever, isn't bothering me. Okay, because again, I'm forming my own opinion. So it doesn't really bother me. I mean, like my mind can just block out the winter and it can just go, it's the Hierophant, right? It's not, to me, it's not that big of a deal. Interesting lovers card. Very different to kind of the usual lovers card. Oh, here. This is the Chariot, where I was saying you can see like a wind god. I'm sure it's probably based on some god that I don't know. But that's amazing. I'm so sorry if you can hear the wind. I don't know, there's something very romantic about winter. And I don't mean from the commercialized side of Christmas. I'm on about winter as a season, not just Yule or, well, really Christmas I'm talking about. Yule kind of holds a different space again. Oh, and is it true that there's a white stag that has been seen? Sorry, I need to adjust here. A white stag that has been found or seen in Scotland. And that's something to do with the fairies returning. Is there this legend about this? I must look further into it, but I was hoping maybe one of you guys can let me know. I thought that was so interesting. Like, how magical is it to see that? Oh, look, it looks like a little bunny on top. Probably not, but that's just how I'm picking it up. Winter consequences. Okay. So we have some cards are renamed. I like this Hanged Man. Like, just chilling out with my candles, reading my book upside down. What are you doing? You know. Again, I really do appreciate the thought that has gone into each card. I feel like there's definitely been time put into it. It doesn't feel like it was rushed so far. Oh, is that like, oh no, it's like the Banshee kind of. I like this kind of olden feel as well with this deck. It feels otherworldly, but also relatable. Because there's beauty to be found in simplicity, and not everything has to be so intricate and overwhelmingly detailed. It has good detail, right? But not to the point where I know some go, there's too much in a card. So it's difficult, I suppose, maybe as a creator, to find that balance between the two. But I feel like this has been midnight. This has achieved that. Ooh, self-reflection. I like that. And ascending to spring. Oh. Which in one way, sometimes I'm always sad to see winter go, because I do quite enjoy. I enjoy all the seasons, but winter, there's something about winter that definitely holds a very special place. So we are on to wands, and now we can see there's a candle over where, let's say, the number would have been, like in the majors. So now we're Ace of Winter Wands. That's a mouthful. That is a mouthful. But we have very detailed pip cards, okay? So there's no pips, right? Which is great. Because I haven't watched any walkthroughs of this yet. I've seen quick glances, and I'm like, okay, I'm just getting it, and I'm making my own decision. So far, I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. I think I'll have to work with it to really form a more detailed opinion on it. But from first impressions, I'm impressed by it. I have to say, I'm very impressed. Because again, we're following both Imbolc and Yule, so there's that balance. So as you can see, we're kind of in the kind of a Yule stage here with our wands, with our gift giving, generosity, thoughtfulness, mindfulness. And I love the angel messenger. That's amazing. Again, like, this is so open to interpretation for everybody, and how you feel about the cards or what you're getting from the cards. I'm just making sure. Oh, yeah, I knew there was another one stuck here. So again, I like the way there's like the candles at the top. Oh, look, they're like little sprites. That's really cool. It's kind of giving a little bit of Red Riding Hood feel there. Oh, like, how welcoming does that look? So then we are into our quartz. So I'm assuming this is like our page, our knight, queen. So queens are artisan. I love it. I love that. Oh, look. And the little elves and everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop. This is adorable. Oh, why does this deck feel a little nostalgic or something? I don't know. So we're on to winter cups now. So as you can see at the top now we have cups, this is a really cool detail. I mean, it's not necessary, but it's a very cool detail to have. Okay, so we have our cups. I love this. Oh my gosh, this is one of gorgeous Ace of Cups. Oh. Do you know, at the moment I'm actually really enjoying, sorry now this is a little bit off tangent here, but is this Cecilia from Svalbard? Oh my gosh, where she like shows their polar nights. Oh, I'm obsessed. It's just like a winter wonderland. And I probably wouldn't live there myself because I don't think I could cope with 3 months solid of darkness. But, oh, wow. Like, we get snow here in Ireland and the country shuts down. We can't cope with a massive amount of snow. We're just not equipped for it, right? But I envy that have like snow for all of the winter season, but you're still able to go out and about. It's not really a big deal. Like, life still goes on, whereas here in Ireland we're like, oh my god, snow, everybody stop. Even though like it shouldn't be a big deal, but it is. We're just not equipped for it. Like, we're not even equipped for the rain, and you'd think we would be. This is just, we should be. Like, for God's sake, like, we should. I do feel like, as well, I want to add here that this would pair, I feel, with any of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle decks that you have. But obviously more so the Imbolc and the Yule, but I don't feel like you're stuck with just having to do that. You can do kind of like a shadow and light aspect too if you wanted to, or like winter to spring. That'd be a cool combination as well. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is adorable. It's given that kind of Peter Pan feel. Oh, so the way I separate these, you guys, when there's gilding, I just kind of push them gently, right? Just gently. It's so interesting. Okay, so now we're on to swords, and we have kind of more like a lightning bolt at the top. Okay, I'm definitely feeling here I'm going to struggle with the swords. Sword suit always seem to be the one that kind of stumps me sometimes. So the guidebook is going to come in massively. Oh, the Tree of Swords. This is so interesting. Huh. Ah, okay. So it's like it can be interpreted 2 different ways. Huh. Again, like that, swords can be sometimes a very challenging suit for me. That's a little terrifying. But I feel sometimes we shy away from the swords because some of the heavier cards seem to be held in the sword suit. Okay, and now we're on to pentacles, and of course we have a pentagram at the top. Or the pentacle sign, sorry, it's not a pentagram, it's a pentacle sign. My apologies. Oh no. So it seems to alternate between Imbolc and Yule, between the cards, we'd say, between wands and cups and things like that. So like one would be Imbolc, the other would be winter or Yule. Winter, of course, it's winter. Sorry, I mean Yule, which I like. I quite enjoy that actually. It's a nice way to break it up, and then it's obviously as you shuffle, then so again, what I would say is just kind of form your own opinion on this. Try not to let anybody else influence you too much. I always just like to share my opinions so you guys know what I think of it. I quite like it. It definitely suits my style of decks that I kind of collect and work with. It's definitely right up my alley. So if you like the kind of decks that I like, I definitely feel like this could work very well for you. Of course, again, I'd love to know, do you guys have it? Do you work at it? What are your thoughts? Anyway, my voice is going to go, so I'm going to love you and leave you. And I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you part of the family. We're pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. And as always, stay magical, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.